In this video, I'll be showing how you can take trades like this. These are the trade I took, and I'll be showing you how I took them. The strategy looks like, and before I give the setting of the strategy, the indicator work for volatility 75 and also only in 15-minute time frame. So let me give the setting. So first of all, I'm going to add moving average 6 exponential close red. You click done. The second moving average 18 exponential blue. You click done. And finally, in your indicator window one, you're going to add the stochastic oscillator. You can use this setting 533, and the level is 35.75. So let me just put in description. So you can click done. So basically, how this indicator works is that when there is a crossing in the two moving averages and also there's a crossing in the stochastic, we enter the trade. And for the stochastic oscillator, if there's a crossing above the level 75, you take you and you see a confirmation and you see a crossing also in the main chart on the moving average, you take your sell. And for if you want to buy, if you see crossing below level 35 and also a crossing on the main chart in the moving average, we take our buy. So let's back test it a little bit. Let's see here. So if a crossing occurs in the stochastic oscillator below level 35, you switch to your main chart and you want to see that after not more than 2 candles a crossing occur. What I mean is that, let's say a crossing occur here, and after 2 candles or maybe after 1 candle a cross occur, then you can enter your trade. But if after like 5 candles or 6 candles, that's where the crossing occur in main chart, then you avoid the trade. Okay, the crossing do not happen, or sometimes there'll be a crossing in the moving average and the crossing will not be above or below the level. So it happens, you just have to take it like that. But to be more confirmed, okay, to make your trade more confirm, then you wait for a crossing. You can see here that a cross occurred in this stochastic above the level 75, and after like 2 or 3 candles, after like let me see here. Okay, it was after like 2 candles across occurred. So at the closing of this candle, you'll have entered for your sale. I can say it's sold. So as price keep pushing downward or upward, you keep trailing you adjust your stop loss. You keep adjusting your stop loss. So at the end of the day, if you want to reverse, then you close your trade, because with this type of strategy there's no way you can set automatic TP, because you will not know when to close actually. So a cross occurred here in the stochastic, a cross occurred below the level 35, although look at here, a cross occurred here too, but you can see after, when it's crossed here, it was like after 6 candles. So we won't take this trade because it waited for a long time. But look at here, eventually it came across below the level 35, and when we switch to our main chart, after like 3 candles a crossing also occurred in the moving average. So the red above the blue, then we can enter our buy, and you can see you keep adjusting trailing stop loss. So basically this strategy, our strategy was that if you can enter profits, if market can go in your way, even if it's $2, you put your stop loss in your entry. So as it keep going, so there's nothing like it was in profit and now retrace to your stop loss and loss. So if you can enter profit, you can never go back in loss. So look at here, a crossing occurred above the level 75, and afterward a crossing also occurred in the main chart, and you can see the long sell. So this indicator is very, very effective. You can see a cross occurred here, but in our stochastic the cross is, is not above our level 75, although it's sold, but even if it went well, we won't enter the trade. If you see something like this, if you see price ranging, okay, you avoid trades like this. If you see price ranging or consolidating, do not take trade, just leave the market. It's when the market is either strong uptrend or strong downtrend you can look to enter. But if it's consolidating like this, just moving in a range, avoid trade, because it's possible it might be stopped out. Okay, so avoid trades like this. So there was a crossing here in the stochastic. There was a crossing in the stochastic oscillator below level 35, and you can see that afterward a cross occurred, although it was okay. Let me see. Yeah, it's actually a good setup. It's a good setup, and you can see that afterward when a crossing occurred in the main chart, you can see it bought. Let me see here. So there was a crossing in the stochastic oscillator, then we confirm in our main chart when the cross occurred, then we can take our buy. And you can see the long buy. So the more you the more you practice this strategy, the more I'm looking for where it's okay. You can see here that a cross occurred in the stochastic oscillator. You need to be also careful. So if you see price react retesting it, because trades like this is normal, we cannot avoid setup like this. It happens in market. No matter how good a strategy is, there are some times that it may fail. But the most painful part is that after it went up, hit your maybe stop loss, then it later sold down. So we cannot avoid things like this in the market. It's normal. So we just have to trade with that. Okay, and you can also see here that a cross occurred in the stochastic below 35, and we await our cross in the main chart, the moving average. I can see it, but so you can practice this out, test it out, and tell me how it looks like in the comment section. And if you want to join our group, the link is in the description. Thank you, guys.